We're back on the sports page. I'm Mike Edwards, along with our broadcast crew, talking to you from our home court, Marley's Tap Room and Pizzeria in downtown Maryville. Our next guest is Travis Felder, the Blackwood Insurance Male Athlete of the Year, and with him is Maryville Scott's head football coach, Mike Rader, and Schirra Fields, the running back coach. Welcome to the show, guys.
Glad to be here.
Thank you.
Eric, tell us a little bit about this fine running back, Travis Felder. I looked over his statistics here. Unbelievable year by him.
Yeah, once again, the title of running back is an outstanding young man. What I'm excited about is just Thursday was named our 2014 J.D. Davis Award winner, and along with Taylor Emerson at college, a soccer player. And he's got to have a wheelbarrow to take back to Orange Park, Florida, with all the accolades that he's getting over the last couple of weeks. And just proud of him and watching him just excel over the last 2 years, especially with Coach Rader and his staff.
Coach Rader, this young man had 138 points this year, 23 touchdowns, 22 of them rushing, and most rushing attempts, 223.
We are. And, you know, all the numbers that you said are fantastic, well-deserving. I watched them all. But at the end of the day, we're going to miss his leadership. You know, when you're a two-time captain and your team votes you that, then you're really one of the rocks of our program. You know, those things are hard to replace.
Coach Fields, you had a lot to do with this. Running back coach, what kind of guy was Travis?
Travis was just a natural leader. He was one of those guys when I came in, it made my job a lot easier because I didn't have to, I didn't have to push the guys. He pushed the guys in our group. He motivated those guys to do better. And what I noticed was when our freshmen came in, they looked up to Travis, and it made my job just a whole lot easier to have somebody on him. In our unit, like Travis, to where he just knew what to do.
Travis, first of all, congratulations on the award. Thank you very much. We've had several of them this spring. Your career, what's been the most memorable moment?
That's hard to say, like, to put everything I've done in one specific moment. But I'd say last year we beat Fairmont, our last game of the year, and seeing like all my teammates, seeing the seniors that I came to, and like I was looking up to them, seeing them so excited and so happy about having a winning season, and putting something in the record books that hadn't been done in 80-something years, winning a conference championship in a week.
Since you came to Maryville College, have you seen a change in the attitude of the program and the players where winning is a lot more important now than it once was?
For sure.
Is it easier now than it once was? Has it gotten to a point where, nothing is accepted except a win at this particular point? I know there's a lot of other things that go with football and involve coach. Have you seen that transformation since you've been here?
For sure. I've seen, since Coach Rader got here, it changed a lot of things. Like, we had an attitude to where, don't get me wrong, we weren't losers, but we didn't have that same drive, that same will to win that we had when Coach Rader came here. And that comes a lot of times when new coaches come in, they change philosophy and stuff like that. So he came in and changed our attitude to where, like I said it before, it's like we had to win, we didn't have a choice.
Coach Rader, what are you going to remember the most about Travis? What are you going to remember from university on and off the field? What will you take away from it?
You know, I was thinking about that this morning when I was getting dressed because I knew I'd probably get asked that question. But I remember one thing specifically, and I don't know if he remembers this, but we had just, my first year here, we were 1-3, 1-4. I can't remember exactly where we were. And he's knocking on my door asking, what could he do? How do we get this figured out? And we were close. We had just played Christopher, who went on to be co-champs with us that year. We had just taken a tough loss. And like he was alluding to, it was the kids wanted to win. They just didn't know how to finish and be winners. And then from that moment on, we won like 5 out of our last 6 and went on to be co-champs that year. And that's just one story of the many types of leadership. And really what I asked him to do in that moment was just stay focused, man. and keep everybody else believing. Because that's a powerful thing, is just to have that belief that you're going to win.
Coach Fields, will losing a player of this caliber live off his what he's done with this program,
I think that last statement you made probably says it all. With what he has done with this program, and freshmen, I had 2 other freshmen come in last year, and they looked up to Travis, and they saw how he worked in the weight room, they saw how he worked on and off the field in the classroom. Travis pretty much set the tone. So looking at next year, I don't think my style will change. We're going to miss Travis, but I think the legacy he's left will carry on through next year's class and beyond.
Travis, talk a little bit about your offensive line. They played a little role.
Yeah. Like it was so impressive this year because the guys we had this year all came back from the year before. So it makes it a lot easier in my job to where if I don't get touched for 5 yards, it makes me look good already. So it's a lot easier. I mean, I had Ray Hightower, who was an All-American. I had Tyler Daly, Dog Stevens, Competence. And then it's just so impressive to have all these guys just push me out of the way for me, just to look good. And they don't get the glory that I get because I get awards and such like that. But when I run through, when I score a touchdown, they're the first people that are there and they're excited, more excited than I am when I score. And I just want to high five and love all on them.
Looking at the full picture, I'm not here. You take a look.
Into that
How about the degree?
I mean, I did get my degree, that's for sure. I'm trying to get a job like teaching, so I've learned to accept what happens and kind of do what I can to make myself better. A lot of things you don't have a control over in life. The people who come in here, like, you don't have control over that, but you can control the experiences you have, kind of leading yourself in the right direction so good things happen to you.
Coming into Maryville College and where you're at now, do you feel like that you've fulfilled everything you wanted to fulfill at Maryville College, or do you feel like you left some things on the table?
I don't really know if I had like a list of things that I wanted to accomplish when I got here, but I've had so many great experiences and met so many great people that have led me to this place I'm today. I feel like I have done a lot, and I want to stay around here so I can do more for this place, because I feel like it's changed the person who I am when I first got here, so I've become a better person.
Coach Rader, before we leave, tell us a little bit about spring practice.
It went fast. I think you asked me that last time, and I think I said that. But I'm really excited about where we are. We've got to stay healthy, but I feel like what we did was anywhere I felt like we were deficient last year, which was several spots, I really wanted us to shore things up offensively and defensively. And I think Coach Brummett, our defensive coordinator, does a fantastic job. We've been either first or second in every category these last 2 seasons defensively. We've got some talent. I know Travis is walking out the door, but Coach has got a couple of freshmen right now that played last year at running back. That are very talented kids. Recruiting-wise, I feel good about where we are. I feel like we're going to bring in some guys that, again, they're going to push. And I try to echo that to our kids every day. I mean, it's my job to out-recruit them, and it's their job not to get out-recruited. And if we can constantly, create that culture where the competition is so thick, I think we're going to end up where we want to be.
Has recruiting got a little bit easier at the college? I know a lot of these programs, you got Tennessee, where they change coaches. It's almost like they've got a whole revamp in recruiting. As your program progresses here, I guess you recruit for positions or what you need. Does it become a little bit easier as your school longer?
It does, and I think you hit it with the last thing. I think we're going after needs more. The school and the administration do a fantastic job. They don't say, hey, you got to bring in 1 million kids. They say, go get what you want. And at the same time, that makes my job easier, so we can truly evaluate and really act like a scholarship school. A lot of folks say, hey, you don't give any money away. Well, that's not true. We give a lot of money away. We just don't call it football money or athletic money. So at the same time, with us having success, more and more kids locally, Georgia, we're getting about 15 kids from Texas that are really attracted to what we're doing.
We got to cut it off here, but it's good to see you, Coach. Always great to have Coach Rader on the show, and Coach Fields, it's good to see you there this morning. And Travis, congratulations on your award again. We look forward to seeing you guys at lunch.
Yes, sir. Thank you.